Hi everyone, welcome to Sustainable Energy YouTube channel. My name's Ann Okello, and in this channel we always talk about sustainable farming practices and climate change. For us to fight climate change, and in this channel specifically, we'll be focusing on three major issues. We are going to focus on sustainable farming practices, and we are going to focus about sustainable energy and water conservation as the three main issues along this channel. Today, I'm only going to extend the last part of the series that we've been talking about sustainable energy with a focus to energy cookstove, which is going to be the last episode. This last episode today, we are going to talk about the cost-benefit analysis and the health benefits, environmental benefits of using energy cookstoves. In the world that we are living on today, people have challenges, and these challenges is what is bringing us to come to issues climate change, and that is what we are talking about today. When you have this energy efficient cookstove, you have a lot of benefits, and they help in reduction of carbon footprints. We find that our women, men specifically, listen to this. You get married and you court your wife, but it is so painful that you are courting your wife to get married to her so that she can be able to help you in the food preparation as you work together. And on this process, especially here in Africa, women are entitled with the responsibility of food preparation. In the kitchens where they use food preparation, when you use the 3 stones, the normal ones that we know, which is being used in the villages a lot, when you use them, you lose a lot of heat during the food preparation. They are very dangerous, especially when you have young children and you are cooking when you are cooking and with your children. The chances of kitchen accidents are really high. And for us to fight these things, when we embrace the energy efficient cookstove, like the upesi jikos that we have, like this one specifically, when cooking with it, you are very sure that your children are protected, and the soot produced using this stove is low as compared to the one that we are having the 3 stoves. When we want to work on this thing, there's a way that we have to prepare our firewood before we cook. Most of the time, people, when women get out of their daily chores, as always, they're very tired, and when they're walking home, they collect firewood on the way. Right away, they get into their kitchen and start food preparation. If you do that, whatever you are doing is detrimental to your health, because the firewood itself did not dry properly. It still has that moisture retention, and that moisture retention in that firewood, when you start using it to cook, to produce for you energy, it is going to produce a lot of soot, and that soot is very dangerous. If you inhale it, it is going to cause chest problems to you, and the accumulation, the longer time you are going to continue using this, you'll be having chest problem. Your vision is also going to have a problem. So this is the best way that you can be able to use to make sure that you use the best firewood. Collect firewood prior, and if you have planted trees around where you are living, trim those trees and then put them to dry. And after they are dry, take them to your kitchen. Make a rack on top of your cooking area so that you put all those firewoods on top there. When you put them there, when you are cooking, there's some heat which is going up on the air. It is going to help you in continue drying and reducing the moistures in that firewood. So whenever you want to cook, make sure that your firewood that you're using for cooking is up from the rack that you've made on top of your cooking stove area. Remove them, and they are the ones you need to use for cooking. When you use those ones, the soot reduction is very, very high, and they are going to be very, very low. Ma is low. Inane macho uwo koseto oko. To moisture retention, mas low heat course is higher than ma direct heat course. Nikech ma entiere ka to podo continue with the drying process. To ma chaka ne oko to guti no absorb ngich guti chengoe. Ineno. The fluctuation.
Okay. Kromak keep fuel nature moingo maracha.
Kendo fuel money ka is stronger than money oko. Yes. Okay. Because they retain that fuel mang'eny no. Then when you want to start using it now, then you dokakoro it is more of smokeless.
Oh, koro produce smoke.
Suit morocha, it is not there now. Okay. As compared to whatever you've picked outside, tikeloka nigi high suit as compared to whatever you've picked from here after staying here for 2 weeks or 1 week. It is much more drier, smokeless. And if you look at the safety in the kitchen now, assume you have children and small children, a small family of father and mother and their 2 small children, and they are making their supper. A husband can be sitting there, the wife sit there, and they start cooking together as they plan their family. It has always been understood that most men love coming to the kitchen. But the reason why they are never in the kitchen is because of the soot. They get scared of the soot and just sit outside. If you're very keen, you'll find a husband sitting at the front of the kitchen while the wife is cooking inside. Why? The soot. And the women can always persevere this soot because of the love they have for their family. So what they always do, if you have this, you are bringing safety to your children. You can leave your child here as you go outside. You are sure the child is not going to be burned. No reduction of kitchen accidents. Because there's no spillage of light, and there's no, even if the child's placed here, the place is so safe that the child cannot be burned. Even if the child lie down here as you cook, there's safety. And those are the things we are trying to promote, that you promote safety in the kitchen. So this is one of the best ways to promote safety while cooking. And it also brings peace, because whenever a husband and a wife can be able to start interacting earlier, by the time they are preparing this meal, you are bringing peace. They can be able to discuss a lot of family issues, even in the kitchen, before going outside. So this is a way to bring family healthiness together.
Thank you.
Family unity is only in this jiko.
The root to man's
heart is in the kitchen.
It's through the stomach.
And if you want to take it further, it's in the kitchen. And if it is in the kitchen, and if you involve him in the process of making this food, believe me, everything is done. And on the process, it is not only this, he's also going to see the impact and can even join you in tree planting in your compound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Now from here, we are able to see the contrast between using 3 stoves and energy. The contrast between using the 3 stones and the energy efficient cook stove. When you are using the 3 stones, look at all these aspects. These are all energy being wasted. And even if you use the cooking pot, it doesn't fit, and you have to figure out how to make it work for you. And in this situation, if you're trying to cook in this environment, it is not even safe, because we are losing heat from this angle, we are losing heat from this angle. Hygienically now, just see how my hands look like. The amount of energy we are losing is much compared to the amount of energy which is retained. Within a very few minutes, all the firewood that has been collected will be lost. But if we had the energy efficient cooking stove, be rest assured that this kind of energy that we are wasting would have been enough to help us. Now see, amount of energy being wasted. And all this, if you use energy cook stove, all the energy would have gone straight to the stove and to your cooking pot, and you would have not lost anything at all. So, for safety reasons and for saving purposes, let us adopt energy efficient cook stove. If you are cooking with this and you have small children, chances of your child burning from here is so high. Another thing, when you are cooking ugali from here, this thing is not even steady. It can even fall down while you are cooking. And energy efficient stove is very steady and you are sure of whatever you are doing. You are not worried about anything. So let us adopt energy efficient stove and support, protect our environment while we are going to increase our household income.
Ni to naneno koko dhi koda maber. Koro nadhi e keyo. Kadhi e keyo tayudo ma takao. Achako tedo kode kata en kaka osepogore ariyo ni kaka nayude kopogore ariyo ni akete kama. Nachaka kao kama taketo tatedo tokungo na yien to ling thi kata tedo kuon to kochapni tasebedo kode kopogore kama ndalo mang'eny pok ayudo pesa mondo ang'iew go machielo koro en ema pod okonya.
Now compare the contrast between the other one and this one. Which one is much more steady when you want to cook?
Mae opesi maber.
Ber mane mineno kuom opesi?
Opesi kungo onge mach madhi oko. Yien botero matin kaka yien sida karwaka. Otedo piyo. Kendo neno kosebedo maliet to koro chiemo chwakore achwaka inyalo kata muro go chiemo.
When you use this stove, energy efficient cook stove for cooking, you will be reducing the cost of fuel, wood fuel that you are using at a rate of 70%, meaning that you'll only consume 3%. And if our country, Kenya, forest cover is 7%, and we are working on achieving the 10% forest cover, which is one of our government's pillar to help in SDGs, the 2030, we need to start the adoption of energy efficient cook stoves. Because the 30% that we consume and we reduce by 70%, we can even be able to start benefiting from being paid for carbon footprints. The people who are consuming the 70% can be able to pay us so that we continue the consumption. And actually we can even do a win-win situation. We can be able to work with the producers. Like now we have the Keo Pottery Women Group doing such a wonderful job. We can be able to do a trade with them so that they be paid to produce more of these energy efficient stuff, and then the community get at a rate of 50%. If we scale these things into each and every household, have a campaign of every household to have this. This is one of the best ways that we can be able to help us reach that 10% recover, because the rate of trees which are going to be cut are going to be reduced by 70%. And then the uptake of this energy cook stove is going to be good for our health and our environment. If we look at the health aspect of this, when you reduce the number of trees you are cutting to produce food, believe me, you are also protecting your environment. As I explained earlier, that energy efficient stove is really important, even for the life of the family. It brings and binds the family together. And I explained for you prior, and now I just want to give you a scenario. This energy efficient cook stove can retain heat after you've finished cooking for hours, minimum 6 to 10 hours. You finished cooking. The heat retention, well, that is going to remain here, especially in this area, is between 6 to 10 hours. So now you finish cooking using those hardwoods. What you need to do as you serve your family members food, just add water into this sufuria and place it on this container. This is going to be water which is going to be for your husband to take shower after taking his last meal for supper. And while this is happening, just go ahead and have dinner with your family. The moment you will be back, the water will be ready and you'll be able to help him to serve him to take shower. On the process, as you finish that part, while he's taking shower, take his tea, which he takes his last before going to bed. Just put it here as he goes to take his shower, and as a woman you're doing other things in your house. The moment he's done taking shower, the tea will be ready using just the heat which has been retained from this energy efficient stove. It has amazing benefits. Apart from that, that is just one scenario. You're a woman who is always in other chamas, and you have already a packed plan. You have children going to school, and you have to prepare their lunch before they come back. What you need to do is very simple. Look for whatever you wanted to do, prepare it very well. But the heat which is already in this container, just leave the food in this container properly covered. By the time children are coming back from school, because of the safety which is already this jiko is having, the children will come and serve themselves. You are very sure that your children are safe and they are eating warm meals, because you are very sure at the most of the villages there's no electricity, so there's no way you will say that your fridge are going to be in the fridge or somewhere. Your children will be eating warm and healthy food as a result of using energy efficient cook stove. Finally, when you're looking at this, maybe you have had your supper with your family, and as I mentioned that this energy efficient cook stove retain heat. You wanted to prepare beans or corn for your next day meal, breakfast meal. Just prepare it very well and put it in your container. Leave it in this till morning, covered with everything you wanted it to have. No more firewood addition. The moment you will wake up in the morning, you will have ready beans or whatever you want, or whether it is corn, properly cooked and ready to serve your family. What else can you ask for? You are saving money, you are saving time, and you are protecting environment at the same time. Amazing energy efficient cook stove and reducing carbon footprint. Thanks so much for taking your time and watching this energy efficiency series with the focus to energy cook stove. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more of these videos. Leave a comment, question, so that we can be able to answer it in the next episode. Click that button so that you don't miss any episode. Thank you.